welcome back to the channel. So, let's wait for the car. Today, wait for that car. We have managed to develop ourselves a leak. In the heater matrix, which is a considerable pain in the arse on a Ford Transit. Probably most vehicles, to be fair. In that this one is located beneath the dashboard in the heater motor assembly. Wait for that car. Always when I'm trying to do something, cars come. Anyway, it's located in the heater assembly unit, which is behind the dash, specifically down there. Now, you're thinking to yourself, well, just remove that centre console. Right, that'd be easy. Just get rid of that bit, pull it out since it's just there. You'd think, wouldn't you? I nearly swore. You would think, but absolutely all of the dash has to come out. All of it. It is utterly incredible the stupidity of Fords on this, and I dare say vehicle manufacturers in general. So today, part one of several parts, which is really preventing me getting on building the back, by the way, I've got to say. These little issues starting to become quite a challenge. One step forward, 10 steps back. So today I'm going to start ripping the bloody dash out. Now that the weather's dried up a bit, it was absolutely humping down earlier, so we couldn't do anything then. So we've got our trusty bucket to catch all the bits. And it's a simple case of just starting. So we're going to try and get you in a better spot where this tripod will move. There we go. You can see what I'm kind of up to. Each individual section comes out totally differently. I mean, there's no real plan to this. As you'll see, like, you know, this side taking off all of this is mirrored on that side and so forth, but all the binnacles have got to come off, all the top, these all have to come off. Right, easy solution to the glove box. There, that's the glove box out the way. So it's going to sit in its own bin, just so I don't lose anything. So we're trying out a new microphone today as well, by the way, so that you can actually hear me. So it is a case of picking apart the dash. There's no easy way to do this. So it's just a case of screws. The hardest part will be getting the bloody radio out, as always, and then and just in general, just getting things out. Come on. There we go. Being careful, of course, to take off things electrically connected, such as, in that particular instance, the auxiliary port. For the dash, for the radio, sorry. So but you kind of get the idea. Make sure that you keep all of this safe. The screws, etc. I will put them into a magnetic pot shortly. There's so much you have to take off before you can get simple things out like that. So, you know, everything has to come apart. Which is a massive dick. There are screws everywhere. Right. If you haven't got one, get one. Magnetic trays. Right. Brilliant. You can't lose your screws then. There's nothing flipping worse. So, right, these little vents here are an utter arse to get out. Pick. As I said, arse to get out. Necessary, unfortunately, because you've got to get to this screw hidden behind it. What are you thinking? did I come to the conclusion that we have a leak in the matrix. Well, it is the only feasible, logical explanation for the stink that we've got going on in the cabin right now. We've got a smell consistent with exhaust gases. Excuse the weird noises. Yeah, a smell consistent with exhaust gases, but we can't find any leak. Whoop. On the system. One, two. Yeah, more behind there. Yeah, so we have a smell consistent with an exhaust leak, but it's not an exhaust leak. But we're also losing radiator fluid now. So, having tested the system, we can't find any reason behind it. So just while you're watching that, I'm going to just nip around the other side. So we can't find any reason behind the stink, and not finding reasons for things makes you question stuff. Now, it is coming from the vents. The stink. So, because of that in mind, missing a screw somewhere, am I? Yeah. Yeah, with that in mind, we believe that it's the heater matrix. Now, for those of you that don't know what a heater matrix is or does, it's a little radiator system that fits off of your dash, that heats the air that comes into the cabin. So that heats the air, that makes your house nice and warm. So I just drop my mic. Right. So, as I said, certain things are going to be a dick to get out, and I have no doubt that this radio is going to be one of them. And because you're on camera, it's going to prove me wrong. Yeah, there you go, that's what I thought. 3. And 4. There you go. See, knew that was going to be a pain. Unless I've got them in the wrong way. Yeah, just as I thought it was going to be, a massive pain. Right, there are 2 screws located behind there, which are currently in there, because somebody forgot to put them away the last time. Now, we're hoping, as a result of not being able to get the bloody radio out, that this panel will come out and play ball. Chances of that happening are slim to none. For anybody that's worked on a car before. Because it just won't. Just to be annoying. Now, getting the final part of the dash out is a 2-man job. So obviously we will be going back to see Uncle Justin. Because I know how much he misses Doris. He'll tell you he doesn't. I know he does. It's the highlight of his week when I take her there. After all, they've spent so much time together. It's kind of just as much his as it is mine. I won't tell him that, because he's put so much effort into this as well. Right, need to get them off, the minnacles. Before we can lift this out of the way. So I'm hoping you're hearing this okay, by the way. So 2015s. As I said, there's so much to take off and remove, like this. Right. There's just screws hiding everywhere, and you have to take the bloody things off to gauge access to the next set of screws, and so on and so forth. Hence why you have to take it all off, which is a considerable arse. Now there's a plus. Stupid thing. That's it. Now, there. And there. Right. What else has to come out of here? Well, quite literally everything, but I have to leave it in such a state that I can actually drive it to the yard to see Justin, in order that we can affect the repairs. So the vents have to come out, the heater control panel has to come out, all of this assembly comes out, and this is where it's all located, down there. Hence why you have to take out the whole sub assembly of this. So this is where we are. There's a number of bolts that hold it in. There's two here, obviously two on the same side. You've got the lower ones down here that hold it all in. I've got to take the air vents out from behind here, which is why these have to come out. We've got to disconnect the wiring loom as we go. The steering wheel's got to come off. The binnacle has to come out itself, the speedo and everything, but hence why I need to leave that in for the moment until such time as we're there, so that these can all come out at the same time. Obviously we've got to disconnect the battery, that being the important part, because of course we're dealing with an airbag. Airbags, as you know, are explosive. They really bloody hurt if they go off, and causes a lot of issues with your system, none of which we want. So that is the part one strip down of this section. What comes next is, fingers crossed, the rest. So I will just show you what a heater matrix looks like. So I do that so you can see how little I have actually got on inside, because I'm too busy fixing flipping problems with Doris. Pete's van is also causing a problem, so we've got to go and sort that out. So this is a heater matrix, so, and it sits, in my case, through the dashboard a little like that. It's just a radiator, flow in, flow out, and that from your normal radiator water comes in, heats this up. Your fan system pulls that heat direct off of here, heats your cabin. So it's very simple. What we think is that it's somewhere either at these joints there, or the actual radiator part itself has gone. Either way, not a small job, as you can tell. But it is annoying, but it's a necessary annoyance, unfortunately. We did have an injector leak. The seals around the top of the injectors were leaking. We believe we've resolved that issue with new gaskets for that. Did think that might have been the smell, but the smell is still with us. So we're back to using Joe at the moment, my beloved little Joe, to get us to and from work, since the big girl just doesn't want to play. She just does not want to get sorted. And of course the weather's now, wait for the cars, the weather now is kind of banking against us. What can I say? You're probably wondering where Mrs H is, because you don't see her a lot these days. No, she hasn't left me. She's not that sensible. She is in fact in London visiting our eldest. for the weekend. I obviously wanted to crack on and get jiggy with Doris. So she's down there visiting our eldest, and yeah, it'll be an odd evening. It's the first evening we spent apart in a while. Guess where I'm going to be? Out here playing. Or if I'm not out here playing, I'm going to be designing in there. So, after I've edited this video, by the way. So, hello to the wife, because she will watch it when I post it later. We're going to leave it there for the minute. So, that's part one. We'll video part two when me and Justin try desperately hard to take that out of the dash. Oh, I take the dash out of the van, should I say, so we can fix this pigging heater matrix, and fingers crossed that works. Something we've got to do regardless anyway, so it's, if it doesn't cure the problem, it's a job ticked off the list. So thanks for watching. Do give it a thumbs up and a like. Tune in for part two. I do hope that those of you with a trusty Ford Transit learn something by this. How much of a pain in the arse it is, if nothing else, because it's yeah. Thumbs up, like, do subscribe. Hope this comes through loud and clear. We are trying this one, like I said, and we'll see you next time. Take care.